we're back to blade&soul World Championship 2017. Welcome back. We're going to be going to our losers match of Group A, and we're going to be seeing IDEPS versus XD here, and we're going to be seeing the first eliminated team of this day 4 portion of World 2017. It could be XD, which is the last representation from Europe.
Yep.
But it could be IDEPS as well. IDEPS is along the 3 seeds that are still surviving through all those days of World 2017.
Yep.
So no Korean team has been knocked off quite yet. It could be the first if XD pulls out a win. But if XD does lose out, there will no longer be any European representation in World 2017.
Yeah, and you know, XD and IDEPS, since they are going up against each other for probably the last day for either team, or at least one team, they've both been in the same situation where they haven't been in the same situation. So only IDEPS knows, you know, what it takes to go back into the losers bracket and come up. They did that twice, whereas XD has comfortably, like we mentioned before, just won 2 games that they needed to come into this quarterfinals. So they don't know the feels of losing, and I hope that, you know, their mental status is okay for getting their first loss in this world tournament.
There are definitely many components in deciding a win and a loss, and beyond just the skill sets of individual players, like you say, the psychological effects of certain events, including losses that you've experienced only for the first time, which is XD, having just come up their first set loss even in this entire World 2017. They haven't faced a set loss even throughout the 3 days they have been through, because they only had to play 2 series, which they won both in a clean sweep to get over to the stage. But after losing to Pengan D in a pretty comfortable fashion on the opposite end, which is going to affect them heavily. So, like I say, Ending, how much mentality control these guys have, as you see here on the screen, will be very important for this match.
Yeah, and let's hope that no more technical difficulties happen for anyone. Not just XD, just for anybody, because we already had enough of that delay. And on screen we have XD, we have the Blade Dancer, the KFM, and the Warlock, the single class registries.
Brother Bill, being the team leader for this team, has been consistent, maybe until today, which he has not performed as well for his team in attack. But to be fair, none of the 3 really could make a solid enough effort to really rival against Pengan D in that previous series. But along with Zappage and Aries on that team, they have to make a lot stronger effort to get a win, to hopefully maybe eliminate the first Korean team from World 2017. And these are your candidates right here. This is IDEPS with Sang Kim, Jung Yoon, and Duggan Kang, serving the usual forces of what they're representing as their team. But Jung Yoon, he tried to carry them into a win against G Sputan Red, but
he carried them to a loss.
He did, and because being the first man knocked out in that crucial Game 3 tag, just became so much more difficult for these other 2 players to carry the load to get a win. So eventual loss for these guys, but hoping to get a win here to stay in this tournament.
Yep, and just remember, guys, up to the losers match, it will all be best out of 4s. So every single match is worth a lot more compared to the best out of 7s. And for our first match, we have Aries on the Warlock, we have Jung Yoon on the Force Master.
We see this Warlock versus Force Master so many times. They can go both ways, but when it is Jung Yoon, he usually comes out as the victor. Whether he can do it again, we're going to have to find out in Game 1. But Aries also has been playing very well. Even today, during the loss, he still put out consistent amount of damage towards his opponent to get his team a little bit closer to that win. But all in all, it was ended in a loss for his team. But whether a 1 point will go into best of 7, a best of 4 I meant, will begin right away. These points are very important for either team. To see who picks up the first point. Straight off. Go for Game 1 between Europe's last hope, XD, versus Republic of Korea's many hopes of still alive. IDEPS is going to be up for Jung Yoon. The Force Master trying to go up against Aries on the Warlock here.
Yep, this is the first match of the best out of 4 in the losers bracket, and Jung Yoon is in the air.
Aries gonna go for the initial strike. Even has used that second win away Jung Yoon. So really no getting away from that.
All right, he's on top of that pop. Oh, he runs out of that knockdown.
Casually.
But he is hitting that familiar, and the health is very low.
Yeah, we know that Warlock without that familiar is a much weaker proposition. And
they've been doing a lot of damage to each other.
It's true, and
they've been healing. Look at their health bar, back to almost full health.
Jung Yoon, we see him very often in that frozen state to heal some of that health back up. Let's get a little bit, but Aries looking for another strike is what he's trying to do here. The second win being used again by Jung Yoon.
He has to buy time, but okay.
Wow, onto the shackles, but into the frost burst. Yeah, so it doesn't lead to any damage, but he's gonna try it again. Aries doing what he can for any opportunity that arises to him, trying to get another damage in. Backstep is gonna be procced right away for Jung Yoon. Jung Yoon really not finding any answers against Aries so far. This might be his opportunity though.
Find some answers
the
now.
Meteor is
a lot
coming
of damage.
through. There's a lot of damage. The counter damage coming in from Aries, but he's still taking a little bit of damage from that Meteor. He's still not completely out of that zone yet.
Sanctum is put down. Jung Yoon does get his second win back, whereas Aries
Wall
is out
bang.
of
Will it happen?
games.
Really, Aries, if he has studied against Jung Yoon, he knows he has to
air.
get out of the wall, the shackle into the air. Trying to go for the damage now. It's looking like to be a series of damage coming through, but Jung Yoon does get out of danger. Out of there.
All right, they're both out of escapes. Jung Yoon does have his backstep escape, so they are going to try to make their moves before the cooldowns come
I
back.
should say that Baxter has been procced right away from Jung Yoon, so one more getting caught will lead to a death for Jung Yoon.
Jung
himself up,
Yeah, Jung Yoon is running towards Aries, trying to close up the gap.
Definitely, and Aries really realizes the situation.
Oh, Phantom Grab!
Oh,
This is not gonna. Oh,
get him to
blazing
the
wall.
The European style of putting him up of that fire. Blazing palm is the way he finishes him off. Very unconventional of Jung Yoon to use that technique on the Phantom Grid into the Blade Tone. That's a very much a European technique that we've been seeing from a lot of the Force Masters on the other side of the world. But Jung Yoon takes a little bit of pages out of those books and gets him a win for the side of IDEPS.
Yeah, that was actually pretty close. They were trading their escapes back and forth even until the last 30 seconds. And Jung Yoon ends up landing that Phantom Grip to finish him off. But let's look at the replay. In the early game, Aries just doing work on
I
Jung
thought
Yoon.
Aries did really well for majority of this game, where he escaped from many of the crucial opportunities that Jung Yoon was trying to provide for himself, and even put in a lot of damage on the
over
counter
here,
as well.
It was kind of, Aries didn't, output as much damage as I wanted him to. And after that, he was unable to finish him, and this
right there, Blazing Palm.
display.
Beautiful.
Oh, gosh.
Finishing off with the Inferno was Jung Yoon. There you go, a sign coming up from the audience. Oh, just a new thing for us. We're finally having the audience joining the live games. We're starting to open the doors, starting for the quarterfinal. We see some audience coming in, cheering for their favorite teams. Obviously, a lot more Koreans than being represented there on the other regions, with this competition being in Korea. But still, you see a lot of fans going towards both sides here. But it's going to be set 2 coming up in this losers match. As we mentioned, best of 4 here, and it's going to be important for every one of these teams to pick up a win when they can.
Yep, it is the second match for the best out of 4. Brother Bill is coming out with the Blade Dancer against Sang-ho Kim's Assassin. Will Brother Bill be able to take out Sang-ho Kim's Assassin? It will be a hard task, but not an impossible one.
Brother Bill has been on the consistent side of things ever since the beginning of this Worlds 2017. He needs to keep that up. We're going to see if he can do that in Game 2 and get a win against Sang-ho Kim to pick up a win, get a point for the very needed side of XD. We're going to find out. Stay on. And here we go for Game 2 after IDEPS picks up the first point thanks to Jung Yoon's masterful work on the Force Master. Here's Sang-ho Kim trying to add a second point onto the scoreboard with Brother Bill trying to rival that to get his first point for his team as well in this game too.
Yep, if Sang Kim wins this, they are comfortably going into the third match, but Sang Kim making his first move. Oh, Brother Bill!
Another close shape into the bombard.
Wow.
Third bombard connecting perfectly towards Brother Bill. So Sang Kim, I mean, he doesn't force out an escape, but still deals a lot of damage. Second aerial will come through. Will the lightning draw come through? Yes, the conventional combo coming in from Brother Bill there.
Stealth is used, but the body swap. Brother Bill finally uses tab escape, going into the aerial on Sang Kim.
He's gonna go aggressively.
Phantom Grip is incoming.
Yeah, Phantom.
Or not. Okay. Or not.
All right, but being unconventional, Brother Bill.
All right, they are both out of escapes.
Definitely we see Brother Bill now on the aggressive end of things.
Oh no!
Sang Kim, close shave, trying to go for a little bit of damage, but poison breath into the bombard, and that will be enough with the lightning strike towards the opposite end.
No.
It's gonna give 2 points now in total towards IDEPS, and this tag point coming up in match 3 will be all the more crucial for XC to get back into the series.
Yeah, that was actually very close. They were both out of escapes, but Brother Bill procced that doll, the doll for Sang Kim to go into stealth, and you know that just bought Sang Kim the offensive card to finish off Brother Bill. Very close. Brother Bill was actually putting up a fight against Sang Kim. Let's look at the replay.
We're gonna see it right here where Sang Kim did go for the double close shape towards the bombard, which connected perfectly along with that third bombard connecting.
The decoy. Oh no. You saw the doll.
Yeah,
it's
I
on
saw
the
the
floor.
decoy, yeah.
He did some ninja stuff there. But anyways, unfortunately, XD is down 0-2 against IDEPS, and this is potentially the last match.
See the sign that says, "We still have hope, IDEPS." It's one of the fans cheering out to his team. That he's seeing really whether IDEPS does really have hope. One step closer to it now. They have a 2-0 comfortable lead in this best of 4. All they need to do now is win this tag match to finish them off. Even if they don't, they still have that 4th set. Clinch out a win with a 3-2 scoreline. So IDEPS in a very comfortable position with XD having to be on their heels, having to really win out this tag match, or else there will be no more European representation in this World Cup 17.
Yeah, that is very sad to hear, but you know, I know they are trying their best. Same goes for IDEPS, because like we said, the loser of this match is finally, or not finally, but is going to be eliminated from Worlds 2017. And let's hope that no technical difficulties will delay us, and that we can move straight forward to see who the winner is of this match.
Well, I should say that we saw Zappish having his staff touch the computer. Please, no more delays, please. Zappish, though it wasn't his fault. I mean, to be fair, it wasn't his fault that caused the error to occur, but it did cause a very, very long delay for all of us watching here. blade&soul, the first game of day 4, so quarterfinals is going to be a long day anyway, so we won't want to have any really delays, and looks like we're going to go right on to the match without any delays to happen. So game 3 could potentially be the last match. See what happens. Get on. Here we are for what potentially could be the last match for XD. If they cannot pick out a win here, it will be the last match of their Worlds run in this 2017 portion, but they're gonna try their best, especially with Ares out on the field for the first man out. He'll be up against Sang Kim on the Assassin.
Yep, they are taking it very slow. The thrall has been spawned. He has to make his move.
Sang Kim is actually making the initial move.
The Observer is kind of far. Come on, what are you doing?
Sanctum is put down, gets back to the Lotus of Escape there.
All right, they are both trading escapes. Sang still has his stealth.
There's going to be enough stun to force out an escape, along with the defensive interfere from Brother Bill, which really ends up doing nothing other than giving a time distortion back for that cooldown towards Ares.
Now they, Ares
Another
again,
stun.
Forcing Ares to use his escape again.
Yeah, there's going to be, as soon as the time distortion was given, Ares was forced to use another second wind. And that's going to be enough work for him. That's going to force him to tag out towards Zappish.
very comfortable tag for Aries, and it was the right choice for him. But now he only has one left, so he has to be very careful.
Oh man, Zappage just trying to find an angle towards Sound Kim,
the
but
Rising Dragon does not connect.
doesn't connect. He does go on the Invincible with the Sound Kim going on that stealth.
Go decoy. Slowly, slowly. Zappage definitely gets him in the air.
Zappage
He wants
gets
to
him
work
into
him.
the air. He wants to continue on with this, but the stealth has been used by Sound Kim to escape from any more danger coming from Zappage's efforts.
Alright, taking him out of stealth.
Sound Kim gotta get a free tag here. Matter of 1 second. Not very close distance though.
Seems like an offensive interfere.
But it's a little bit early, I would have to presume, considering the fact that he had a few more seconds after the interfere came in.
Yeah, the first two interferes on XD side seem to be
Wasteful.
kind of wasted. Yeah, not capitalizing on anything.
Even
But-
Brother Bill's first interfere of this play wasn't just for the time distortion. He wanted to put out more damage in a defensive effort, but it really didn't do much. So time distortion and get out was Brother Bill's first interfere, which wasn't put to full effect, as mentioned by Ending right here.
There we go. Zappage trying to do some damage onto Jung Yoon, but I know Jung Yoon could be very annoying, and I can see that on the screen right now. But that triple kick into the aerial!
Triple kick does land. You hear the pop, pop, pop in the air. He's gonna try to pop him back in the air. Didn't work that time around.
Yeah, 5 seconds left on Zappage is force tagged out. Maybe he wants to keep the distance or land a CC so his teammate doesn't get chased.
Okay, the chase doesn't come through because of that wonderful interfere coming in from Sound Kim, forcing out any type of opportunity on the side of Brother Bill to go with, but a reaction 2v2 now coming through. No escapes being procced yet. That's gonna be the second win. A knocked out by Jung Yoon. Other than that, not much real source of damage coming from that reaction 2v2.
All right, Sound Kim versus Brother Bill.
Sound Kim actually has been doing very well throughout today's game.
Yeah.
Even through that loss, it wasn't necessarily his fault that he faced against GC Busan Red in the first series.
Yeah, we always talk about Sang Kim's on and off days because this player, Sang Kim, he's good when he's good, but when he's on a bad day, he just loses to anyone. But today,
yeah,
seems pretty solid.
Sound Kim, I mean, the most inconsistent player is the true fact of the matter, but I mean, when you get to the other end of the spectrum, when he's really, really good, there's really no one in the world that really can beat him.
Yeah, and they are taking it pretty slow right now. Sang Kim faking. Oh, there we go, making his move.
Brother Bill still playing it safe though, just spinning around, getting any types of entrance opportunities for Sound Kim.
Yeah, it's been 4 minutes already, and the health bar are pretty healthy. The resources have been managed very well as
Even
well.
the landmine doesn't connect, so Sound Kim got beat on that mind game.
Yep.
Trying to play the patience game between the two. Now has to use a stealth to get out of there. So Brother Bill doing a pretty good job. Frustrating Sound Kim.
Swap. Okay.
What he's trying to do.
Fan and grip and the body swap at the same time. I guess body swap is stronger.
Maybe the
There we go,
judgment
knockdown.
on that could be a different maker, but chase. Thought it would come through, but doesn't lead to any escape waste on the side of Zappage.
All right, into the aerial.
Zappage, I mean, to be honest, he hasn't got anything done
The back row
throughout.
chase does not connect on Zappage's side.
I mean, throughout today's games, I mean, he's played 2 series now. Hasn't got anything done.
All right, got that force tag chase on Duggan Kang, forcing him to use his reversal right away.
Okay. As we say that, perhaps Zappage can start a series of success.
Oh, double
but
knockback.
a double knockback. He softened Jung Yoon right there.
Zappage is still out there strong though, pretty healthy. But
Yes.
tags out.
Yeah, Brother Bill is going to be back out onto the field. Sound Kim, it's going to be a rematch. These guys we just saw 30 seconds ago. Back at it again.
That was actually very dangerous for XD when they got double knockback onto the wall.
And we got our first sleeping player
Oh yes.
in World Stun 17. It's the first time we saw a Resident Sleeper.
Yep.
Doug saw it. Stealth is being progged right away. Sound Kim from that stun came through for Brother Bill. Stun the landmine. We're gonna pop it as soon as he comes down from the webbing. Poison breath onto the
All right, gets the back roll chase as
landmine
well.
now. Stun does come up, but really it's not gonna force Brother Bill to use that escape.
All right, Sang Kim is playing it safe because, you know, 10 more seconds until his stealth will come back.
Okay, the bombard is going to lead to actually Phantom Grip towards Brother Bill. They can continue on with this damage, which is going to find out, but Brother Bill, no significant damage onto Sound Kim quite yet. They need the lightning draw, it's fluked, absolutely, and forced out a...
Yep. Oh, but Aries coming in doing some damage to Sound Kim, but the defensive interfere.
Jungwoo Yoon really negating any type of damage, so visually it seemed like did a lot of damage towards Sound Kim, but Jungwoo Yoon, when you can just freeze up your ally, no damage will come through.
Yep, Aries still has a chance. He has all of his escapes, and Thrall is still out. Very healthy, a lot of timer on it. Pulling out that stealth from Sound Kim.
Okay, that's going to be Aries.
Oh, that chase also happens, forcing Jungwoo Yoon to use his second win right away.
Yeah, we saw Aries use his half escape, but when he saw Jungwoo Yoon come in onto the field, gets the stun up, which forces the immediate reactionary tap escape from Jungwoo Yoon. So they're pretty even with obviously the 3-minute mark now going through, so a lot more interfere. Looking at Zappish with 4 casual interfere points. And even Sound Kim and Duggan Kang on the side of IDEPS, not many interfere points being used.
Yep, very slow pace. They are playing it very passive. Alright, reactionary 2v2 going on. Not too much damage being taken, other than Aries taking a little bit of damage.
Okay, now Aries trying to put the counter damage back on Sound Kim. No chance.
Oh, lightning
side of
draw.
IDEPS to go for anything here. Duggan Kang puts down the lightning draw to damage out. Aries here on that interfere.
Sound can use the Lotus of Escape to leave.
There we go, the stun does come up, and it's going to be a
Here
lot
we
of
go,
damage.
Aries taking a lot of damage,
Aries,
and he is knocked out.
I mean, he did have this tag point up, and
what?
Oh, okay.
Okay, he's done. Zappish is done shaking. But yeah, we are back. It was just an animation thing, you know, no bug.
Like he was having a seizure there.
Yeah, he did, but he is back.
Aries being knocked up as the first man. Side of XD is going to leave a big scar towards the side of XD, who really needs this win to even make it to game 4. But so far, it just seemed like IDEPS knows what's up and really is going to just push this momentum forward, grab their win to finish out the series.
Yeah, and Zappish tagging out right after that quick seizure. Maybe he wants to catch his breath. But truthfully, he's the only one on the team with 3 interferes, so he is back on the bench to support. And there we go.
And there we go, Brother Bill taking a lot of damage, actually putting a lot of damage on his lightning draw on both sides. Zappish almost lost his health entirely. Coming from Duggan Kang. I mean, those lightning draws look exactly the same, even if it's your opponent's lightning draw. So sometimes it can be confusing whether you're standing on your ally's lightning draw, whether you're just going to be opponent Duggan Kang just chopping you off with that HP with the lightning draw. So Brother Bill taking that damage along with Zappish now. Gonna bring him out. Brother Bill.
Zappish has his interference, but he doesn't want to come in hastily because he could just die right off the bat when he comes in, but he comes in anyways.
Okay.
Help out there.
Brother Bill in extremely dangerous.
Wow. Did you see that double kill?
Aha. So it knocked off Brother Bill, and that lightning draw damage was good enough for him to bring in right away and still die.
Wow.
Feels bad, man.
Yeah, it really does feel bad. But, you know, XD did put up a fight, and they tried till the end, but unfortunately, this is the end of the road for XD.
Yep, and European representation will be no longer in this World Slam 17. They did make it very, very far with even bad intentions from Europe. The first seed making it to the last day of group stage was already an accomplishment, and quarterfinals was XD making it over here with 2 straight wins in the series to get over here. So very good job to the European side participating in their first World Championship. Now we will see no longer of these guys. Until next year, we will wish them the best of luck.
Yep, exactly what you said. And, you know, they did perform very well. A lot of the Western teams making it up into the quarterfinals. I was very happy that they were able to do that, even though it was their first year participating. And they did show some good interferes and tag outs. However, you know, the Korean teams have been playing this game for much longer, and they have, you know, we can't deny the fact that they do have more experience. And, you know, they did put up a good fight. But GG's to XDDDD, and now IDEPS winning the losers match will wait for Penggandi and GC Busan Red to duke it out to fight the loser of the winners match for that second place seed.
And that winners match will occur in the second part of our broadcast. I was about to say second half, but
Yeah.
we have 3 sessions that we have to complete. But second portion will let us know who the next opponent IDEPS will be facing. We're gonna go to a short break though, and we're gonna be back with Game 4, starting off with Group B. So a brand new set of teams. And the rest of the 4 that you haven't seen so far in Day 4, you'll see them after the break. So we're gonna be right back.